deductive reasoning skills. Poor. I see now how you got your name.
What was that? We must band together and build a giant death machine to take down Jingles the Moon Mongoose? Now that is a directive I can agree with, Doctor. Let's get started immediately.
How did you... I didn't even make... oh, never mind. We'll sort this out later. A spike cage? Why in the world is your personal chamber rigged with death traps?
Why, Doctor, you stepped right onto that bathroom scale. It should be quite easy to avoid.
Of course. I stepped there on purpose. It was just a test. Your deceptive ineptitude is quite a force to be reckoned with, General. Welcome to... the team. Now let me out of here!
It takes several hours, but General Confusion finally locates the button to disarm Dr. Zorbo's unfortunate prison. Not before trying out a litany of other similarly unlabeled death trap buttons. Against all odds, the two villains come out of the ordeal unscathed, having forged an iron bond on the shared frustration of misunderstanding each other. Who will Dr. Zorbo recruit next? And when the time comes for them to face each other, will Captain Cosmos fall prey to General Confusion's baffling misconceptions? Calling all adventurers, take a tour of the uncanny caverns today. Walk through the bowels of the earth in a world uninterrupted by progress, where man's inexorable march towards doom has no sway. Learn about the legendary Night King, half boy, half bat, all terror. What's that? You want me to tell them about our discount on premium tours, where you explore hidden formations of ancient rock, all at rock-bottom prices? Not to worry, my nocturnal neighbor. I've got it all taken care of. That's why they pay me the big bucks, and you a bucket of Mars. Explore a piece of Appalachian history and take a tour of the uncanny caverns today.
告。鉱山のシャフトが間もなく再開放されます。作業可能な支援要員はシャフトベレインにて修理回収作業を開始してください。市民はエリアから退避してください。通告。シャフトの再開放を検出。支援要員は収集及びオート採掘機の修理作業を慎重に開始してください。構造の不安定性が検知されています。支援要員へ通告。余震を感知しました。新たに表出した原料を回収してください。
Last Stand at Fort McGee. In theaters now.
Chapter 6 of Heart of Steel, A Dread Island Tale. Exhausted and sore from exploring and surviving the mysterious Dread Island, the remnants of the famous Flying Franklin family tread onward towards the beach. Led by their assaultron Hart, Emilio and Anna try to make the best out of their precarious situation.
Hart, I'm tired. Can't we stop here for the night?
For optimal survival, establishing a camp at the beach is the best option.
How far is the beach?
18 minutes away.
How far is that building from us?
Off in the distance, a large cabin sits on the edge of the forest. Warm, welcoming light dance through the open window.
It seems to be structurally
労
sound.
働者から必要な配慮が記録されます。
Racing towards the mysterious cabin in record time.
Hello? Hello? Is anyone home? Anna, look around you, Emilio. Don't those fences...
コード採掘ネットワークフル稼働。コード収集プロトコルを起動します。
Who goes there? Show yourself.
Oh, thank goodness. Humans! Actual people!
Good evening, actual people. I am Hart, and this is Anna and Emilio Franklin.
Children? Where did you come from?
May we come in to tell you about it? We've been traveling for hours, and we're exhausted.
The cabin door opens, welcoming the shivering survivors into its warmth. Inside, they are greeted by uniformed personnel and led into a cozy room with a large fireplace crackling against the far wall.
収集します。
They are introduced to the captain, a tall, slender woman with piercing eyes. Over the next few hours, the children retell their harrowing journey thus far. Oh, you poor wretches, you must be so tired. What rotten luck you've had.
Huh, just imagine our relief when we saw your cabin.
Well, you're safe here.
You're with the military, right? You think you can get us home?
サ
Unfortunately,
ポート
we're
チーム
stranded
で
just like
指
you.
定された収集任務を開始してくだ
Yes,
さい。
yes it is.
収集成功。研究
Nearby.
Yeah. Back in the vault.
We walked right past the plane rack earlier?
A military aircraft would be equipped with a radio.
Yes. Well, broken.
Hurry up, you started fixing things. Take a look at the radio.
Absolutely starving. Why, you're all skin and bone. Harrison, why don't you go get some
指
food
定
to
され
fatten
た
up a
休
bit?
憩時間のために現在は
Why
会
wouldn't
話
Hart
を
be able to fix
控
the
えましょ
radio? We've seen them do a lot of really impressive things. When it
鉱
comes
物
to our safety,
収集
Heart is capable of
完了
They do say assaultrons are extremely powerful.
Yeah,
Heart would do anything to protect us. Anything?
My programming states that I must do everything in my power to carry these children.
We'll do anything.
If we decommission the robot, we could use their parts to fix the radio.
You mean like take Heart apart?
This seems to be an optimal solution.
You can put them back together again afterwards, right?
Of course. We'll put Heart right back together again.
鉱物
You can't take Heart apart.
必要です
Emilio,
永
you
久
said
航
Heart
空
was
機
fine.
使用してください
Hey, don't believe them! I won't let them do it!
Back with the soup.
Harrison, will you please hold the boy back while I work on Heart?
No, I won't let you.
Emilio feels a rush of
宝
energy
石
and withers
探
out of
知
Harrison's
プロトコル
grasp.
を作動
Dashes
中
towards the door and makes a run for it, racing down a long hallway. He burns through the first open door he finds. The adults that he knew chasing after him. Stops suddenly and gasps at the sight before him. He stands piles of
開拓
blows
成
shatter
功
on the counter.
Emilio, come back. Is that human meat?
Danger sense. Defenses activated.
Take out that bucket of bolts, quick!
地域特有
Children,
の
I
宝
advise
石
you to
の
reach a
埋
safe
蔵
distance,
を
a
記録
minimum of 20 feet.
Come on, Anna! Through this window!
警告警告シャフトが間もなく崩壊します全職員は直ちに退避してください
They climb out the window and rush to the safety of the forest line. Behind them, they hear the clamoring of weapons against steel, the cries of pain, and feel a powerful shockwave as the cabin before them lights up from the power of Heart's atomic blast.
Heart, be safe, please. Don't worry, Anna. Those cannibal crates are no match for Heart.
As the smoke and debris clear, a shadowy figure marches towards the wayward children.
Hostile threat eliminated.
Heart! Heart! You're okay. I knew you wouldn't let them get the best of you.
Of course. My programming does not allow for any injury to befall you.
You can just admit you love us, Heart.
Your protection remains my only objective.
Oh, Heart. We love you too.
Emilio and Anna embrace Heart as the warm and wild flames of the cabin reach towards the night sky. With no food, shelter, or parents to help them, their future remains uncertain. However, one thing is for sure. They can always count on Heart to be there for them. Join us next time for another thrilling adventure on Dread Island.
Modern mothers know they're busy all throughout the day, and morning is no exception. How can the mother on the go find time to ensure her family gets the nutrition they need?
You can say that again. Some days there's just no time to cook, and my children are such fussy eaters.
Worry no more, Mom. Just turn to Sugar Bombs, America's leading breakfast cereal. Just add cold milk, and your family has a delicious and nutritious breakfast. With 47 grams of sugar per serving, you can feel confident your loved ones will have the energy they need to face the day.
Thanks, Sugar Bombs.
And they're not just good for you. Kids love the delicious taste. Isn't that right, Billy?
That's right, sir. Hi, everyone. I'm Billy, average American boy. Gosh, I sure do love Sugar Bomb cereal. It puts a real pep in my step. What's more, right now, if you collect 10 box tops from Sugar Bomb cereal, you can send them in for a real Dr. Zorbo decoder wristband and a booklet of fun activities. It's swell.
Thanks, Billy. So remember, smart moms choose Sugar Bombs for a happy and healthy family.
Lorraine, your average housewife. She loves democracy, her family, and the good old American way.
Hi, Mary. I'd love to catch up, but I need to step out if I'm going to have enough time to pick up Junior from his baseball game. Oh, and then I need to also grab groceries and prepare a loving home-cooked meal for when Robert gets home.
Little did she know, what returned home that evening was not her beloved.
Welcome home, honey. Robert, what seems to be the matter?
It's been a hell of a day. You remember, John. He got tangled up in one of the machines at the factory today, and he'll never walk again.
That's terrible.
But the terror was just beginning.
It only happened because the boss had him pulling 80-hour weeks. The boys and I are thinking of talking with the higher-ups about our conditions. If they don't listen, then by golly, I don't know what I'll do. Maybe we'll stop working.
Robert, darling, that sounds like a protest.
Well, what if it is? I think a hard-working American is entitled to fair compensation for a fair day's work. If this system won't work, then maybe we just need to abolish it.
I left the stove on. Give me a minute.
Run, don't walk to your nearest theater to see every American's worst nightmare.
Officer MacArthur speaking. What's your emergency?
I think I married a Maoist.
Witness what happens when horror comes home. Fear communism like never before when you see the Reds in full Panalux color. Only in I Married a Maoist. Paid for and directed by the U.S. Center of Anti-American Activities.
Previously on A Better Life Underground.
Susan, I'm glad you could join us today. We really have to discuss Jerry's recent, incident.
My little Jerry is a saint. You and I both.
Of course, no one is trying to place blame here. However, 3 missing hamsters, a broken chalkboard, and 7 named children demands at least a discussion of accountability.
Your little classroom calamity is not my problem. My problem is my child's brain is now inside a damn robot. Is he supposed to play catch with the other kids with these ridiculous claws?
Mother, you are embarrassing me.
And now, episode 618 of A Better Life Underground. So, let me get this straight, Howard. You think there's a ghost in the nuclear reactor room?
There is a ghost, Paul. We've all heard the clattering and howling late at night.
It's probably Edward Jenkins, come back to haunt us.
Really, Victoria? Ed Jenkins? The guy we exiled from the vault last year?
He must have died out there, and now he wants his revenge.
Well, we'll have to chase him off soon. The constant howling has been disrupting my beauty rest. What does Vault-Tec security mean to do about it?
Oh, as much as I hate being near the reactor, I suppose I can take a look. If there's any flim-flam going on, you can rest assured I'll handle it. With some heavens, the trio of would-be ghost hunters make their way to the Vault's nuclear reactor. A place you'd normally want to avoid, even if there wasn't a potential specter roaming the area.
The air here is so sticky. I feel like I'm breathing in pure death.
Here is Edward Jenkins. In a section of the vault, I can feel it. He's likely to take his vengeance upon us at any moment just for coming into his territory.
Just hold on now, you two. That's just the radiation from the reactor. It's perfectly harmless. I think you've been getting worked up over a big nothing. Just then, a ghostly apparition streaks across a dark section of the room, startling even the hardened Vault-Tec security officer. Perhaps the vault is haunted by its past demons after all.
Did you see what I saw?
What was that? Paul, I'm scared. scared.
Get back, Victoria. Whatever it is, Vault Tech security training has prepared me to not be afraid of anything, even apparitions.
It seems to be coming from over there, behind that large console.
Time to investigate and get to the bottom of this.
Nervously, Paul approaches the console. Suddenly, out of the darkness, a terrifying figure emerges and lunges toward Howard.
Yeah! It's got me! I'm a goner for sure! Save yourselves! It's covering me in some sort of ghoulish goo!
What in the world is that peculiar aroma? I know that smell. Is that pork and beans?
Oh, that's no ghost. That's just a filthy food-covered man. Jenkins, is that you?
Well, I guess I wasn't going to be able to hide forever.
You're not dead? How did you get back in here? I watched you get exiled.
You'd be surprised what a man can accomplish with a high enough will to survive. There's barely any protections on the reactor vent tubes. I suppose because they didn't think anyone would be stupid enough to subject themselves to such intense radiation. Joke's on them, though. I'm exactly that amount of stupid.
Why are you covered in beans?
I sneak into the kitchen every night for some grub. But tonight, the damn air duct broke, landing my keister straight into the big pot for tomorrow's lunch.
So you are the reason I've been so rudely awoken for so many months. All that awful moaning.
No, you try crawling through these tiny vault vents every day with level 3 radiation sickness and see if you don't cry out in pain.
Well, since you seem to love radiation so much, I think we can probably find a way to keep you around. See, these reactor cores need a good scrubbing.
He'll never survive that. And then he'll haunt us for sure.
Paul, would you do that to your own long-lost brother?
What?
Next time on A Better Life Underground.
Hey, Heather. Is that a copy of Bubble Bomber you're playing?
Huh? What? Oh, hi, Jesse. I just started playing it. Bubble Bomber is great. You should try it.
I don't know. I heard a rumor about it secretly mind-controlling people through its sheer addictiveness.
That's preposterous, Jesse. Bubble Bomber is good. Bubble Bomber is life. Where is your Bubble Bomber? It's time for you to play Bubble Bomber.
What? What's happening? Get your hands off me!
Yes, Jesse. Come sit down and see what Bubble Bomber is all about. We must all bump the bubbles.
Frederick was your average all-American nuclear roboticist, looking for solutions. Looking for advancement.
95 days and a single fusion core is good, but how can we make it better?
Looking for love.
Oh, QX-57. Well, I'm happy to dedicate my life to serving the old republic. I feel like I missed my chance. I already have.
This Valentine's Day, find out what happens when
海軍機関に職員の存在を検知。この人物を敷地内から排除してください。
weapon of mass destruction, and I'm just a human. You're right. I am a man with the need for love.
Can a robot capable of white-hot lead also create red-hot relations? Find out in Weapon of Mass
十分な量のウランを抽出および加工完了。生産量が増加しました。 管理職員の存在を検知。この人物を敷地内から排除してください。十分な量のウランを抽出および加工完了。生産量が増加しました。逮捕済み管理職員の存在を検知。この人物を敷地内から排除してください。十分な量のウランを抽出および加工完了。生産量が増加しました。
Of stories as weird and wild as man's imagination can conjure. A world where anything is possible. Where science and the mystical combine in similarity. Enter a world.
Are you ready for more tantalizing tales of terror? Myths of monsters and machismo? The history of a heroic hunter? Good, because it is time yet again for another exciting journey with Crypt Gary, Cryptid Hunter Extraordinaire. Joining me on this adventurer is his field medic, Guinevere. She's skilled in medicine as she is a deflected Crypt. And lastly, the loyal Crypt, Butler,
抽出完了。作業を継続するには抽出装置の洗浄および換気が必要となります。この場から退避してください。
Episode 23, Rip Daring and the Dearly Departed.
You smell that? Now that is the smell of freedom. That is the smell of the good old US of A.
Rip, that's manure. We're standing downwind from a farm.
No, my easily confused Guinevere. That is the scent of business. An entrepreneuring farmer smelled an opportunity and dug out a little corner of capitalism to profit off of it. Nothing else is truer to the American spirit.
I'm sure that they have farms in China.
Don't be foolish. We all know that those commies feast off of American sadness, which is why we must starve them with our success. But enough of the beast of communism. We're here today for a different creature. We're here for... Percival. Percy, old boy, you can stop shining my boots for a second.
Yes, sir?
Remind Guinevere here of what we're hunting today. I want to make sure you're earning your keep and paying attention.
Well, sir,
Here is the documentation regarding the sightings and information we were given by the sheriff.
And come now, Percy, you know that I must keep my hunter senses sharp. I can't dilute my mind with that pointless drivel. Even for one of those astoundingly awesome tales books I can pick up for the affordable price of $20. Summarized in 10 words or less.
Very well, sir. Want to divert any blood or muscles to my head? Sightings vary on appearance, so the creature can likely transform itself.
Ugh, should have known better than to have a robot try to count. I thought you knew ones and zeros. Principal, finish the sentence. Today we are hunting...
Not deer, sir.
Of course we're not hunting deer. I'm a cryptid hunter. Cryptids are not deer.
But not deer are cryptids, Rick.
Oh, no. Percy, this is your fault. Your nonsensical gobbledygook has spread deer innocent with deer, and I won't have it.
Heaven forbid you ever get infected by a sorrow, sir.
That's why I keep dinosaurs at an arm's length. Let me bring this down to your level. The cryptid we are hunting is...
The cryptid we are hunting is not deer, sir.
Most things are not deer. I'm not deer. Do you expect me to hunt myself?
I'd pay to watch that.
We cannot classify cryptids into deer and not deer categories. Most of them are not deer. What would be deer? Jackalopes? Technically.
As much as I would love to see Rip lose what little minds he has, I'm not getting overtime. Percival, set your paranormal scanner for creatures moving erratically without changing location.
Of course. Scanning. Oh. It seems that Master Rip's loud momentary confusion has drawn them to us. Oh dear God.
Now's not the time for deer puns, Percy. Now is the time for action. My keen hunter senses have found a couple of creatures that fit into your deer cryptid category. You may think that those are simple deer, but don't let your gullible robotic eyes fool you. Note how the jaw extends to the torso and is filled with razor-sharp teeth. Antlers that shift and change shape as we watch. The hooves have digits like that of a human hand. These are either hooligans in shoddy costumes or some kind of strange, mutated stag.
In that case, sir, I think we should try to capture them. Perhaps we can learn how they freely modify their bodies. And if they are humans in costumes, we should probably...
Or I could mount their heads in my cabin. You know my preferred order of asking questions and shooting. Besides, shape-shifting deer will ensure I always have something new to watch above the fire.
There you have it, dear listeners. Another tale, another trophy for the mantle. The moral of today's story is, don't let dumb words get in the way of action. That's the Rip Daring way. Tune in next time for more exciting exploits and another incredible cryptid hunt.
Hey, Mitchell. Ready to start the new school year?
Gosh, Martha, I don't know. There's a quiz tomorrow and I'm so nervous. The butterflies in my stomach won't stop fussing.
Oh, if it's a quiz, I don't think it's butterflies. It's probably bees.
Bees?
Yup. Sounds like you've got a bad case of the brain bees. It's a medical term made by doctors.
Oh, I had no idea I was even sick. How do I stop them from buzzing?
Easy, with Mentats. They're a natural pick-me-up that helps clear your mind and focus. They're also great for memory. One dose and you'll remember just about everything. From the answers to the quiz, to the time you squealed to Old Man Johnson that I broke his window.
Jeez, Martha, are you ever going to let that go? It's been 6 years.
Not as long as I have my Mentats, I won't. And soon, you won't forget it either.
The Unstoppables need your help, and fast. The Diabolicals have trapped them in a sinister maze, and only you have the power to guide them out.
But I'm no superhero. What can I do to save them?
You can do plenty with an unstoppable attitude, $50, and your parents' permission. You too can be a champion of truth, justice, and capitalism. Advance across the Unstoppables versus the Diabolicals game board to free our 5 heroes and beat these dastardly Diabolicals at their own game.
Gosh, that sounds amazing. But I've got a lot of homework. Shouldn't I do that first?
There's no time. The fate of the universe is on the line, and the clock is ticking. Put down your pencil, hurry to your nearest retailer, and ask about the Unstoppables versus the Diabolicals game board today.
Previously on A Better Life Underground.
Get back! Get back! All of you! I said get back! Now see here. You've got to calm down and let her go. What in the world has gotten into you, Gerald? I told her one more blasted can of Salisbury steak and I'd kill her. I said I would kill her, and I'm gonna do it, so help me! Honestly, Gerald, all this over dinner? Pull yourself together now. What's the problem with a beautiful cut of canned steak? It's the same damn food every day, Eleanor! It's steak! It's not supposed to be in a can!
Gerald, for the love of all things culinary, just put down the knife and we'll let you have a second helping of Instamash.
And now, episode 572 of A Better Life Underground.
Wow, look at all this. This is where it happens. All the controls in the vault for the water systems are right here.
I don't think we should be down here, Eddie. We aren't even authorized. My father would have my head.
Now, don't be scared, Judy. Besides, how am I like a water technician if I don't check out the construction of this filter? It's not so easy. Father watching us like a hawk. Never approved of us being an item.
The head of security. It's his job to watch everyone in the vault like a hawk.
Well, he's not watching now. So, how about a smooch?
Oh, Eddie, you are a bold one, aren't you? Eddie, my arm is stuck. Can you just move a little left?
Okay, hang on. Let me put my foot over here.
Warning, warning. Fill chamber purge initiated. Clear fill chambers of all personnel. Warning, warning.
Eddie, the chamber door is locked. It's filling with water. Eddie, do something!
Judy, I don't know what to do. It's filling up. Where's the release valve?
Eddie, the water! The water!
Judith, my love, it's the end for us. I can't get the doors open. At least I get to die with you in my arms.
I can't die without telling you the truth, Eddie. I don't want to go with it all in my conscience. You need to know. All that time last month when I was supposed to be doing advanced nuclear studies, Reginald and I,
What in the name of the overseer are you kids doing in the reclamation fill chambers? You would have both drowned in there if I wasn't scheduled to check the pressure levels today. Judy, your father would have booted me right out of the vault door by sunset.
Thank you for saving us. We were surely going to drown.
Judith! Judy, when we were gonna die in there, what was it you were about to say about you and Reginald?
Well, Judy, what was it? What were you gonna say?
Eddie,
Next time on A Better Life Underground.
Geez, Bill, I've got the goat test coming up in less than a week, and I don't know a single answer. How am I ever gonna get myself ready in time? I'm sunk, for serious. Why did I spend all my time playing stickball instead of studying?
Well, Frankie, you've come to the right place, my man. You ever hear of chems?
What? Where do you get those? We're not supposed to have chems? But if it gets me the best goat job, I'll do anything. But I'm so afraid of needles.
Don't worry, Frankie. These drugs don't go in like an injection. These babies are chewable. It's a straight line from pill to progress.
That's all I needed to hear, Bill. The Junior Vault Security Patrol has been waiting a long time to find out who's been peddling these poisons. Your game is over.
Hey, Mrs. Woodbury, can I ask you a question?
Sure thing, Bobby. What's on your mind?
I'm having a little trouble with this whole quantum mechanics thing. How can your cat be both dead and alive? Sounds like a bunch of hooey to me.
All right. How about we change it up? Instead of a cat, let's put an ice-cold Nuka-Cola in the box.
Oh boy, that's a swell idea. But I don't get it. How does that change it?
Think about it in terms of the number 2. Before we opened this box, the cat was 2 things, alive and dead. And when we quantumize Nuka-Cola, it also becomes 2 things, beautiful and thirst-quenching.
Oh, I get it. It's all about the number 2. That's why Nuka-Cola Quantum has twice the calories, twice the carbohydrates, twice the caffeine, and twice the taste.
Now you're thinking in quantum, Bobby.
So, can I drink that Nuka-Cola in Woodbury? I'm awful thirsty.
I'll tell you what. You do well on the exam tomorrow, and I'll give a bottle of Nuka-Cola Quantum to the whole class. And that goes double for you kids at home. Drink Nuka-Cola Quantum for twice the refreshment and twice the pep, and you'll ace every test.
Room temperature Ronaldo. But my camp is outside.
Was outside. For a supervillain like myself, fresh air is nothing but a mild inconvenience, a moderate detour. For behold, I've surrounded your entire camp with 4 walls and a roof. And when you walk inside, you'll find its contents are neither hot nor cold, but rather the perfect room temperature, including your dreams.
Ha! Did you think that I, Felicity Frost, would not be prepared for your moderately misguided mayhem?
No! It's so cold!
That's right. I put all my beverages in Appalachia Freeze, which means every bottle stays cold, even when temperature up. Is there a problem, Ronaldo? Your head seems to be burning up. Maybe you should try cooling off with a drink.
A curse on you, Felicity Frost! A curse on you and variable temperatures from now until the end of time!
Ah, that hits the spot. And it's all thanks to the good people at Appalachia Freeze. They're the real heroes. Call your local retailer and preserve your order today.
Previously on A Better Life Underground.
I don't care what happens. No one can ever know about this, you hear?
But boss, if anyone drinks the water after it was contaminated, they could get sick. We have to tell maintenance so they can fix it.
No one hears about this, or it'll be our heads on the chopping block.
And now, episode 313 of A Better Life Underground.
All right, Tommy, spit it out already. What's the secret meeting all about?
Barbara, we've been working together here in the reactor for what seems like forever. So it's safe to say you trust me, right? Even if I were to say something pretty crazy.
You're starting to freak me out here. Maybe the radiation's gone to your head?
Oh, you know reactor brain is just a myth. It's Eric. I think, well, that is, I'm pretty sure he... Remember when we were all playing Catch the Commie in his quarters a few weeks back?
Are you talking about the game we messed up where no one was the commie?
Yes, that game. I dealt those cards myself, Bob. I just know I didn't mess it up.
That was pretty strange, but I don't understand what you're on about.
What I'm on about is this.
What is that? A card from our board game?
Not just any card. It's the commie card. I found it in Eric's trash after the game.
Are you implying that he cheated? The man's practically a saint. He always holds the door open for you, even though they're automatic.
薪にするのにいい木と家を建てるのに向いてる木があるんだ。
There's more to it than that, I'm afraid. A few days ago, I saw him sneaking around the conservatory near the garden. Then, a day later, the overseer sends everyone that message on our tip boys to be on the lookout for food.
You're being paranoid. He's always in the garden. He volunteers to help old Miss Beckley pull the weeds. You honestly think that Eric, the head of vault security, is stealing our food?
Not just stealing it, Bob. Don't you remember him bringing that salsa and corn chips to my place last time we played board games?
Of course I remember. It was delicious.
When have you ever seen them serve salsa and corn chips in the vault?
Well, I supposed he could have had it for a while and been saving it for a special occasion.
Barbara, please, just think about it. He's never been the commie when we play. Not only is he cheating in the game, but he's also serving us stolen food. That makes us accomplices.
Oh no. I ate so much of it. What do we do?
Well, we gotta tell the overseer. Who knows what else he's been lying about, or how many crimes he's committed.
Tommy and Barbara make their way to the overseer's office, only to find Eric already has her attention.
Well, speak of the devil. Tommy, we were just talking about you. Nice to see you as well, Barbara.
Overseer, we have something very important to tell you.
Tommy, wait. Before you say anything, I want you to know that we appreciate you coming directly to us about this. And Barbara, you don't need to worry about anything. You had no idea. You can't be guilty of a crime you didn't know you committed.
So, you told her already?
I did. I admit I heard you confessing to Barbara while I was doing my rounds.
Oh, well, I gotta say, that's a relief. Wait, what do you mean confessing?
I had my suspicions about you when we didn't have a winner in Catch the Kami, but imagine my surprise when I saw that salsa at your place.
What? You're the one who brought it!
I find that hard to believe. Eric wouldn't steal candy from a baby. In fact, just this morning I saw him giving cotton candy bites to the children at the daycare.
Barbara was there too. She knows the truth.
Yes, Barbara. Speak up and don't be afraid. I promise you won't get in trouble for telling on Tommy. Now, if you were to lie, though...
Bob, please.
Come on. You can say it.
Okay. Okay, I'll say it. The one stealing the food is...
Next time on A Better Life Underground.
Are you sure about this surgery, Agatha? Once I replace your face with your sister's, there is no going back to the old you.
I'm positive, Doctor. I may have the brains in the family, but she had the beauty. With her face, I'll be unstoppable.
Good morning, everyone. Are you feeling tired this morning? Are you just not a morning person? Or maybe you're just looking for a good drink to start the day with? Well, coming to Slocum's Joe is the right choice. How can I help the next person in line have a good morning?
Hey there, Doughboy. Oh, I can't seem to wake up today. Got any specials running?
I sure do. For only $30, you can get a large coffee and a delicious jelly donut. That should perk you right up.
Wow, only $30? I found $30 in my back pocket yesterday. I'll take one.
Here you go.
Oh, this is delicious. Thanks, Doughboy. I feel more awake already.
Disclaimer. Slocum Joes cannot be held responsible for any burns caused by ingesting their products. The sound you are hearing comes to you from the Sonic Squire, a brand new speaker system featured in theaters, studios, and soon, your living room. This marvelous, lifelike, one-of-a-kind sound was developed by the scientists at Sonic Sound Systems and is used in motion pictures, concerts, and educational programming worldwide. Imagine your family sitting down and listening to our Commander-in-Chief's fireside chats in crystal clear audio.
Well, I'm just a mechanic. I don't need high-fidelity, laser-crisp sound when I'm working on my car.
You may be okay living in mediocrity, Jim, but what about your children? Consider the lesson you're teaching them.
Golly.
Oh, I didn't think of that. That's the problem, Jim. You didn't think. And now little Timmy's going to spend the rest of his life doing things halfway.
Oh no! What have I done?
Don't worry, Jim. It's not too late. Call Sonic Squire, and you'll not only enjoy spectacular, stunning, high-quality audio in your home, but you'll be setting your children up for a future of success.
I'll put it in order right now. For the garage and the living room. And then maybe someday, President Timmy.
Why not? With high-intensity, intrepidly bold sound, anything is possible. Visit your local electronics store and ask about the Sonic Squire, the leading brand in audio today.
Chapter 5 of Heart of Steel, A Dread Island Tale. Pressing forward and hoping to avoid any further strange encounters on Dread Island, the Franklin children, Anna and Emilio, and their robotic companion Hart, pause before a forest so dark that no sunlight reaches the ground.
Anna, what are you doing? Well, this forest is as dark as a cave. So I'm taking this lens and combining it with some of our scrap cloth and pitch from that tree over there to make a torch. Exactly, a torch.
Anna, my system is a lot of sufficient for our travels.
But your light won't keep woodland creatures away. So the torch can also be a whistle.
Hart leads the way into the forest, followed by Anna holding her torch, with Emilio brandishing a smaller branch like a saber.
侵入者はここにいる。はっきりとそれを感じる。昨晩、五感を超えたリアルな幻で奴は俺を呼んだ。俺は奴の元へ向かう。呼び声が聞こえるのは俺だけじゃないというのは明白だ。奴らが失敗したところで俺はしくじらない。最後に奴が召喚するのは俺だけだからだ。我々が深く追求する前に明かされた真実がおのずと全てを変えるだろう。はっきりと言っておこう。侵入者はジェフレーンをこの世界における仲介者として選んだのだ。それに伴って隠されてきた事実は長い時を経て明らかとなる。
My hand does feel kind of itchy. Hart, why didn't you say something sooner? Emilio, drop that stick. Now that it's been upgraded to a chemical weapon? No way. I'll just use my sleeve to hold it. Why would you? It's all over your clothes now.
The next nearest threat appears to be a large life form over there.
The robot's light moves to reveal a strange bear staring at the group. It stands upright on two legs and makes a threatening posture before disappearing.
Where'd it go? Yeah, where is it? I always wanted to fight a bear.
Threat number 2 has been eliminated by threat number 3.
Hart raises their light upward, where a giant spider hangs from a thick ceiling of webs and spins the unconscious bear into a cocoon.
That looks like a spider. With a big
At a length of 18 feet, your assessment of big does correct
Why?
By fighting spirit, Emilio grabs the torch and flings it at the spider with all his might. The torch, of course, falls well short of the spider, landing in the nearby brush and setting it aflame. The flames snake their way up the vegetation on a nearby tree, closing in on the blanket of webs above.
Yes! It's still gonna make it to the spider! And its webs! We need to get out of here now!
Anna, Emilio, stay close as I analyze the best options for your safety.
Stop analyzing and start running!
Reacting to Anna's words, the metallic caretaker picks up a child with each arm as they sprint deeper into the forest. A moment later, the webbing ignites and a flash shoots overhead, leaving our explorers beneath a lake of flames.
Oh, neat! Are those flaming spiders falling all around us?
The fallen creatures do resemble arthropods with a burning characteristic.
Look, the big spider's following us, and it's awesome.
第7章彫像検知新月の下で10から20束の薪を集めるのだ生贄の獣の腹渡で薪をきつく縛り聖なるお香でお前たちの道具を清めるつまり神聖化するのだ薪の束で彫像の形状を製作して藁とより糸を使ってうまく定位置に固定しろ彫像の中心に切り刻んだ多くの杖をしっかりと置け杖を泥の中にしっかりと叩き込んで土台にはもっと薪や丸太木片を積み重ねろブライトワンの卵から作った聖なる油を神聖な刃に塗るそして彫像をサークルの中で使用するためにその刃を使って清めるのだ
Find out next time on Heart of Steel, a Dread Island Tale.
Meet Lorraine, your average housewife. She loves democracy, her family, and the good old American way.
Hi, Mary. I'd love to catch up, but I need to step out if I'm going to have enough time to pick up Junior from his baseball game. Oh, and then I need to also grab groceries and prepare a loving home-cooked meal for when Robert gets home.
Little did she know what returned home that evening was not her beloved.
Welcome home, honey. Robert, what seems to be the matter?
It's been a hell of a day. You remember, John. He got tangled up in one of the machines at the factory today, and he'll never walk again.
That's terrible.
But the terror was just beginning.
It only happened because the boss had him pulling 80-hour weeks. The boys and I are thinking of talking with the higher-ups about our conditions. If they don't listen, then by golly, I don't know what I'll do. Maybe we'll stop working.
Robert, darling, that sounds like a protest.
Well, what if it is? I think a hard-working American is entitled to fair compensation for a fair day's work. If this system won't work, then maybe we just need to abolish it.
I left the stove on. Give me a minute.
Run, don't walk to your nearest theater to see every American's worst nightmare.
Officer MacArthur speaking. What's your emergency?
I think I married a Maoist.
Witness what happens when horror comes home. Fear communism like never before when you see the Reds in full Panalux color. Only in I Married a Maoist. Paid for and directed by the U.S. Center of Anti-American Activities. Join us, if you will, on a trip directly into your television set as we get the behind-the-scenes scoop on all things television. I'm your host, Leonard Rock. For Behind the Silver Screen, here's a sneak peek at this week's episode. Miss Claire Riddell, a budding new actress taking Hollywood by storm, is joining us today on the Silver Shroud television show set. Miss Riddell, what can you tell us about your role on the Silver Shroud television show?
Thank you for having me on your program, Mr. Rock. It's a pleasure. I'll be playing the Silver Shroud's love interest, the beautiful and deadly Mistress of Mystery, a popular character amongst the young ladies at home. Did you know, Mr. Rock, this will be the first time ever the Mistress of Mystery will be portrayed on live television?
Right you are, Miss Riddell. I can't wait to see you portray the Mistress of Mystery as she takes the leap from the dazzling pages of Hubris Comics and the GNR airwaves to our television sets. Truly remarkable.
It's an honor to take the mantle of the Mistress of Mystery from Miss Rivers as we enter a new era for the character. I grew up fondly...
Years ago, you saw the world stand together to fight against the Slimening. But what happens when the world needs the slime? Let's get one thing straight, Slime. I don't like you. You've killed my wife. But damn it, you're the best bet we have at getting those nuclear codes back. Apologies mean little from the likes of you. Teach those commies a lesson about personal property, and then we'll talk. This summer, it's slime to infiltrate. It's slime to love.
Why did you rescue me? I'm not your main objective. But maybe after this is done, I can.
It's slime to die. The chartreuse slime to slime to die. Everywhere this July.
Seems like we're living in a memory. That's my echo.
What if there was a place with all the different Nuka-Cola?
Another beautiful morning in Nuka Town, USA. The sun is blazing in the sky and the park is bustling with activity. It appears some of the staff are gathered in the amphitheater. And as luck would have it, our heroes are headed there right now. Let's see what's occurring.
お客様に
Good
通
morning,
知
Mr. Bradford.
Hello there, Charlie.
What are y'all doing inside this dusty old theater on such a beautiful day anyway?
It's the grand opening day of my exciting new theater production. The likes of which will surpass even the most quintessential, once-in-a-lifetime viewing experiences. I call it Nuka-Punzel.
That sounds kind of familiar. It tells the tragic tale of a beloved heroine trapped in a gripping clasp of Fist-Top Mountain. Will she ever escape? Will anyone help her? Oh, the drama. Oh, the tragedy.
Sounds great. But we better be off, Mr. Bradberton. Good luck with the play.
Oh, won't you both stay and help with the setup? We could really do with the pair of you.
Well, as much as I would love to, I've got some other jobs to get.
Excellent! That's the sort of can-do attitude we need at the park. Emily, would you mind helping out the tech team? They could do with your engineering knowledge. The painting team could do with your guidance too, Charlie. There's lots of work to get done before the stage is set. Let's get to it! Chop, chop!
The team worked tirelessly throughout the morning, past noon, and into the early evening, hammering away at set pieces and constructing eccentric outfits. As the clock struck 6 p.m., the stage was set and the guests began to take their seats. But behind the curtain, Mr. Bradberton was growing ever more anxious.
Where on earth are my lead actors? I told them to arrive precisely at 5 p.m., but, well, they aren't here. Oh, whatever shall we do? Nuka Punzel, it's doomed!
We can help out, Mr. Bradberton, sir.
Oh, Charlie? I don't know about this.
Oh, it'll be all right, Emily. I promise.
Okay, fine. But I'm playing the hero. Give him the dress, Charlie. The pair got into their outfits, Charlie rather unwillingly, and nervously made their way onto the stage. Playing without a hitch, the pair gasped, laughed, and cried in all the right places, remembering all of the lines from Mr. Bradberton's incessant bragging about how greatly written they were. But as the curtains opened on the final scene, suddenly the light snapped off, and dark, evil laughter was heard.
Oh, geez, although this isn't meant to happen.
Ooh, went the crowd. From the corner of his eye, Charlie spotted a shadowy figure crossing the stage.
Stop right there, you brute!
Get him, Charlie! I'll sort the lights! Charlie darted towards the figure, and Emily dashed to the back of the stage, fiddling with the switches until the lights flashed back on, illuminating the villain who stood at the side of the stage. It was none other than the Vim Vader himself.
Damn you losers, ruining all my fun! You may have saved the play, but I'll get you next time.
And with that, the Vim Vader flew out of the emergency exit door, leaving Charlie and Emily alone on the stage. The room was silent for a few minutes, before the guests started slowly clapping. Louder and louder it became, until their cheers were bouncing off the theater walls and almost freezing the roof. Our heroes quickly bowed and left the stage, hearts racing from the thrill of the performance. But as soon as they appeared backstage...
Charlie, Emily, thank goodness you're both all right. No surprise that nasty Vim Vader was behind the power cut. Turns out that no-gooder gave the real actors the wrong directions to the amphitheater. Thank God you two were here. The park's reputation was almost ruined.
Of course, that Vim Vader is no match for us.
Happy to help. Another day, easily saved from the evil clutches of the Vim Vader. Where will he strike next? And will his dastardly actions ever be brought to justice? Find out next time on Tales from Nuka World. Stay tuned.
A shooter's for adventure and Nuka
World. Attention, Space Cadets! This is Captain Cosmos.
And I'm Stella Skyfire.
And together, we've got an important announcement for all you budding astronauts.
That's right. We've partnered with the good people at Don't Be Bored Games to leave you a special message in every box of the legendary run.
But Stella, why not just send a letter? Or even better, a singing telegram. La, 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 la.
No one wants to hear you sing, Captain. But more importantly, those messages can be intercepted by the evil Dr. Zorbo. That's why to read them, you'll need to use the special decoder ring.
俺たちのバラもムーリストは中央のでかい納屋にいたのか。
奴らは積み荷をいろんな場所に運んでたんだ。侵入して奪い返す方法を考えないとな。お前がなんとかして俺の爆弾を手に入れられれば扉も吹っ飛ばせるはずだ。
Success. I'll put it in order right now. The garage and the living room. And then maybe someday, President Timmy.
Why not? With high-intensity, intrepidly bold sound, anything is possible. Visit your local electronics store and ask about the Sonic Squire, the leading brand in audio today. Zorbo's revenge continues tonight as Dr. Zorbo makes his way to the ocean world of Maul, accompanied by his new ally, General Confusion. Here, in the floating wave city, Dr. Zorbo seeks the recently invented Phlogiston Drive, an engine of terrible power that is perfectly suited to serve his fearsome Star Mangler. We join the action as Dr. Zorbo and General Confusion stalk the salt-sprayed streets of nighttime Wave City, approaching the warehouse where the Phlogiston Drive is stored.
Quietly now, General. Dr. Zorbo fears no man. However, we must take the drive under cover of darkness. This engine is a formidable source of power. Within at the heart of my Star Mangler. No authority in the galaxy will be able to stop me in my quest to destroy Captain Cosmos. At last we're here. We shall use the repulsor bells to lift ourselves unseen. To the roof, Confusion!
Ha! This warehouse door is no match for the metallic might of General Confusion. A bold entrance, exactly as planned.
Your fearsomeness is matched only by your foolishness, General. Let us act with haste before your blundering attracts unwanted attention.
Inside the darkened space of the warehouse, Dr. Zorbo seeks out the crate where the Phlogiston Drive is stored, only to find that someone else has gotten there first.
Get a move on, boys! That high-tech whatchamacallit is gonna make me the richest octopus this side of the galactic center.
Boss, I don't know how we're gonna get this thing out of here. Ain't none of us strong enough to lift it.
Use some of those anti-grav dollies over there, you morons! Any other you sea cucumbers got any dumb questions? I got 8 arms and a saw for every one of them, so think real careful-like before you ask. I crawled out of the sea and built a criminal empire the likes of which this planet has never seen. And I still gotta put up with these palookas?
Dr. Zorbo, that squid is stealing the engine we came to steal. Are we stealing from them, or are they stealing from us?
What's that? Somebody call me a squid? I cannot imagine why I brought you on a stealth mission, General.
Agreed, Dr. Zorbo. A job like this requires daring and a full frontal assault, exactly as we discussed.
Whoever you are back there, you better get ready to sleep with the fishes. I got a whole chopper squad here to fill you full of holes. Get 'em, boys!
Dr. Zorbo and General Confusion hide behind a wall of crates as the octopoid mobster's weapons rain screaming energy blasts in all directions.
Pinned down by the hapless minions of a backwater gangster. This insult shall not go unavenged. These hooligans will flee without their leader. Cut off the head of the snake, and the body will die.
Snake, where?
It was a metaphor, you simpleton. Swiftly now, General. Use your optical beam disintegrator and destroy this monster mollusk.
Nothing could be simpler for the steely warlord of Fibula!
General Confusion's optical disintegrator lances skyward in a brilliant blast of energy. A hurdle from the structure of Earth crashes to the ground, landing upon the advancing weapon.
Exactly the opposite of what I meant, buffoon. However, I cannot fault the results. So now, these 8-legged strong armor.
Dr. Zorbo and General Confusion emerge from their hiding place, squaring off against the
So, you're the creeps trying to muscle in on my legitimate theft. A dead man and a bubble-brained clown. Well, that might be a fancy weapon you got, but I ain't gonna do yet to face down the furious blades of Arkansas. I'm gonna cut you both down to chums. They have 8 arms. Can go in 2 directions.
A cunning flash!
You idiot! That's the end! Go on, forget it! Arkansas, is it? Look. Perhaps I have a culprit. Yeah, it once and future Emperor of the Universe, Dr. Zorbo. Give me the Flunkston Drive, and join me in my quest to reclaim my throne. And I shall bring you power and wealth, undreamt of, and your little octo-fantasies.
Emperor, eh? Sounds like a lot of dough in that racket.
Oh, yes. Fathomless riches. All yours, too. If you help me.
All right, Zorbo, you got yourself a deal. I need a vacation anyway. But you even think of cutting me out of the payoff, and...
perish the thought.
And so, the evil Dr. Zorbo enlisted the help of the mollusk mob boss of Maw, gaining yet another villainous ally in his quest to defeat Captain Cosmos once and for all. The Star Mangler moves ever closer to completion as Dr. Zorbo installs its new Phlogiston Drive. With the tentacle terror of Octosaw at his side and General Confusion's confusion corrected, what malevolent master of mayhem will Dr. Zorbo seek out next?
Gee whiz, Susie. The night sky sure is beautiful up here on Lookout Point. Not nearly as beautiful as you are, though.
Oh, Tommy, you're the sweetest. It's a little chilly tonight, but the view is breathtaking.
Here, let me warm you up a bit.
Did you hear that? I think someone is out there.
No way. It's your imagination. Now, where were we? Oh, no! Susie!
Tommy, save me!
Young man, this is preposterous. I refuse to believe that a giant bug destroyed your car and kidnapped your girlfriend. Now, if you're done wasting my time, I have actual crimes to prevent. Huh, giant bugs? Preposterous.
But it's the God on the street, Sheriff. You have to believe me. A gigantic insect did kidnap Susie. It was the size of a bus, and there are more than one. Those things are everywhere. You have to save her.
That's enough out of you. Deputy, escort this chem addict out of here immediately.
No! Stop! You have to listen to me. Big bugs, ants, spiders, cockroaches. Those bugs are not normal bugs. Oh, no. It's too late.
Mother of God! What are those?
Humanity is threatened with annihilation by those, born from the unnatural union of nature and radioactive fire. Creatures so terrifying that words cannot describe the horror those macabre, mutated menaces will bring. Those, coming to a theater near you this summer.
Previously on A Better Life Underground.
Get back! Get back! All of you! I said get back! Now see here. You've got to calm down and let her go. What in the world has gotten into you, Gerald? I told her one more blasted can of Salisbury steak and I'd kill her. I said I would kill her, and I'm gonna do it, so help me! Honestly, Gerald, all this over dinner? Pull yourself together now. What's the problem with a beautiful cut of canned steak? It's the same damn food every day, Eleanor! It's steak! It's not supposed to be in a can!
Gerald, for the love of all things culinary, just put down the knife and we'll let you have a second helping of Instamash.
And now, episode 572 of A Better Life Underground.
Wow, look at all this. This is where it happens. All the controls in the vault for the water systems are right here.
I don't think we should be down here, Eddie. We aren't even authorized. My father would have my head.
Now, don't be scared, Judy. Besides, how am I going to be a water technician if I don't get to see the equipment? Check out the construction on this fill chamber. And not to mention, we finally have a moment alone in here without your father watching us like a hawk. You know, he's never approved of us being an item.
Eddie, he's the head of security. It's his job to watch everyone in the vault like a hawk.
Well, he's not watching now. So, how about a smooch?
Oh, Eddie, you are a bold one, aren't you? Eddie, my arm is stuck. Can you just move a little left?
Okay, hang on. Let me put my foot over here.
Warning, warning. Fill chamber purge initiated. Clear fill chambers of all personnel. Warning, warning.
Eddie, the chamber door is locked. It's filling with water. Eddie, do something!
Judy, I don't know what to do. It's filling up. Where's the release valve?
Eddie, the water! The water!
Judith, my love, it's the end for us. I can't get the doors open. At least I get to die with you in my arms.
I can't die without telling you the truth, Eddie. I don't want to go with it all on my conscience. You need to know. All that time, last month, when I was supposed to be doing advanced nuclear studies, Reginald and I,
What in the name of the overseer are you kids doing in the reclamation fill chambers? You would have both drowned in there if I wasn't scheduled to check the pressure levels today. Chewie, your father would have booted me right out of the vault door by sunset.
Thank you for saving us. We were surely going to drown.
Judith! Judy, we were gonna die in there. What was it you were about to say about you? And Reginald?
Well, Judy, what was it? What were you gonna say?
Eddie,
Next time on A Better Life Underground.
Geez, Bill, I've got the goat test coming up in less than a week, and I don't know a single answer. How am I ever gonna get myself ready in time? I'm sunk. For serious. Why did I spend all my time playing stickball instead of studying?
Well, Frankie, you've come to the right place, my man. You ever hear of chems?
What? Where do you get those? We're not supposed to have chems? But if it gets me the best goat job, I'll do anything. But I'm so afraid of needles.
Don't worry, Frankie. These drugs don't go in like an injection. These babies are chewable. It's a straight line from pill to progress.
That's all I needed to hear, Bill. The Junior Vault Security Patrol has been waiting a long time to find out who's been peddling these poisons. Your game is over.
Meet Lorraine, your average housewife. She loves democracy, her family, and the good old American way.
Hi, Mary. I'd love to catch up, but I need to step out if I'm going to have enough time to pick up Junior from his baseball game. Oh, and then I need to also grab groceries and prepare a loving home-cooked meal for when Robert gets home.
Little did she know, what returned home that evening was not her beloved.
Welcome home, honey. Robert, what seems to be the matter?
It's been a hell of a day. You remember, John. He got tangled up in one of the machines at the factory today and he'll never walk again.
That's terrible.
But the terror was just beginning.
It only happened because the boss had him pulling 80-hour weeks. The boys and I are thinking of talking with the higher-ups about our conditions. If they don't listen, then by golly, I don't know what I'll do. Maybe we'll stop working.
Robert, darling, that sounds like a protest.
Well, what if it is? I think a hard-working American is entitled to fair compensation for a fair day's work. If this system won't work, then maybe we just need to abolish it.
I left the stove on. Give me a minute.
Run, don't walk to your nearest theater to see every American's worst nightmare.
Officer MacArthur speaking. What's your emergency?
I think I married a Maoist.
Witness what happens when horror comes home. Fear communism like never before. When you see the Reds in full Panalux color. Only in I Married a Maoist. Paid for and directed by the U.S. Center of Anti-American Activities.
what it takes against a careening Corvega? Or will it get stomped like a bug? The only way to find out is to be there. Watoga High Robotics Club is keeping our event safe again this year with another robotic judge. If you're on the track, you're either surrounded by steel or made of steel.
Please do not strike me with your Corvega atomic V8. I am not worth any points.
Tickets and concession sales help support the Robotics Club. So come on out, enjoy a big-ass Pilsner, and show your support for the finest minds of the next generation.
I hope I am still operational next year. I am afraid.
See you at the Tyler County Dirt Track, where the fun comes at you head on.
What if there was a place with all the super Nuka-Cola?
Another perfect day in Nuka World. We join today's heroes, Charlie and park guest Brian, en route to the Safari Adventure Zone. But the smell of trouble hangs in the air. With the Vimbator still on the loose, Vim shenanigans must be round the corner. Let's see what adventure awaits.
Hey, thanks for all the help, Charlie. I've been waiting all day for this. Where to next? Safari adventures full of animals to see. That's my job, park guest Brian. You know you can just call me. I'm going to get all the information I can for you, especially on the reptile house. It's my personal favorite. Snakes can be very dangerous. Then a bear came. We have a big bear and a small bear. Now, the big bear is silly, and the small bear is grumpy, and sometimes they try and steal the guest's food. Okay, so how close do you get to it? Cappy's treehouse. It has a maze, an elevator to the top with a view of the whole park. Hey, do treehouses have safety railings? I'm so excited to help and guide you today, park guest Brian. Come on down to Nuka World and see it for yourself!
The crowd is in panic. What could it be? Just then, as Charlie and park guest Brian enter the Safari Adventure Zone, trouble strikes. A bird swoops down, just missing our hero's head. The animals are loose and roaming free among the guests. This cannot be good for Nuka World. Security guard Marco approaches our hero.
Please, leave the area immediately. Yes, sir, it's true. The animals are loose. Over. Not sure at the moment, but I'm investigating, sir. Over. Yes, sir. We've located the lions and tigers, but not the bears. Over.
Oh, there they are, Marco. Over there, by the Nuka Blasters. I don't think there's honey on their pot. It's probably barbecue sauce. Bears love anything sweet and sticky. Little trivia for you.
I've located the bears, sir. By the bottle blasters. They're drinking barbecue sauce. They seem very content. Over. Good idea, sir. I'll get more barbecue sauce to keep them subdued. Over. Hey, Charlie. Nice spot with the bears. Say, what's your friend's name?
I'm Brian.
I'm Marco, the security guard. Nice to meet you, park guest Brian.
You can call me.
How'd you know that about bears, Charlie?
Oh, I love animals. I know all sorts of facts. Did you know frogs have 360-degree vision? I could use 360 vision right about now.
You seem to know a lot about animals. Think you could help me out?
Oh, boy. Yes! Nothing dangerous, I hope.
Yeah, a few geckos are lost, some lizards. The crocs are safe and locked up. Oh, the anaconda is loose.
Oh, snakes! Why is this happening?
Sabotage, park guest Brian. The Vim Company is always trying to show Nuka up. They're jealous and hate that Nuka-Cola is the best damn soda, period. It's sabotage, and I can't stand it. I just know Vim is behind it.
It's awful. We need to stop it. I love Nuka-Cola, so I'll help out.
Fantastic.
means it's hungry and looking for food.
We best move fast. I don't want any more incidents.
Any more?
Don't worry, Park Guest Brian. We all park with every minimum acceptable safety standard met.
Snakes love warmth and heat. Where is the hottest area of Safari Adventure Zone?
Reptile House.
I'll bet it never left. Let's go! I'll lead the way!
Our heroes enter the reptile house with nothing more than a torch and Charlie's knowledge of snakes to guide them. What awaits inside?
Careful where you stand. It's hard to see. I think we need to lure the anaconda back into its exhibit with food.
Good plan.
I'm guessing it doesn't eat fancy lead snack cake?
No, it eats rats.
I need to sit down. I don't feel so good. I need to eat.
Just then, Park and Brian accidentally sit on the snake's tail.
You found him, Yes, Brian! Quick, Marco, get a rat and throw it into his cage! He got my leg!
I don't think he likes you.
Don't panic. Stay still and it will be fine. Yes, just like that.
Park and Brian had passed out.
The rat is in the cage.
Look, it's going for the rat. Quick, shut the door! Ah, we did it! And Brian, we saved the day!
I don't think Park Guest Brian is awake.
Park and Brian was not awake.
I better report into security. Yes, sir. All secure here. It looks like another sabotage attempt by Vin. Over. We have the Safari Adventure Zone on lockdown, sir. Yes, sir. I'll congratulate Park Guest Brian and Charlie. Over and out.
Charlie and Park Guest Brian saved the day by returning all the creatures to their cages. However, the saboteur from Vim is still on the loose. Will the Vim Vader be caught? Who is the Vim Vader? Will Park Guest Brian wake up? Until next time on Tales from Nuka World. Stay tuned.
When you thirst for adventure.